It's Week 18 of the 2025 season, and we'll see Christian Watson. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Packers and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly abuts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a big first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into the passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 5. Completes it again to Doubs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and it takes us to 4th down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Garibay's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. Do you think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Hands it off out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 2nd and 11. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They run a draw here on second down. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And Lazard's got it again.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Patterson to start the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Collins trying up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Texans at 12-4 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Back to throw again. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Drops it underneath for Collins.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run over center with Collins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back to throw. This is incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Takes it at the 7. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Patterson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got Harris running the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Collins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I feel really good if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. It's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And complete once again to Watson. 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. 2nd and 9 now. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Completes it to Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The kind of game is that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Delayed give to Collins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go again with Collins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now Collins. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston set to take over.
And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Back now at Lambeau. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that 1st round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Going over the slot on 3rd down.
Slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. This is Collins on the handoff. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
York able to send this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out comes Houston.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Patterson on the draw play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 5. And Lazard's got it again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a dump off here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. All eyes locked on Jonathan Garibay in a huge spot here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Packers, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Houston, they lose a tough one here to close out the regular season as they finish at 12-5. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.